Hey, what is up, Internet? Kyle here, Slapshot Toys. It is Thursday, April 5th, and I am finishing up, packing up for C2E2, about ready to hit the road to meet up with the guys in Chicago. I cannot wait for this trip. I've been waiting so long for this trip, and last night was just so much fun. Thank you to everybody who joined on Josh's live stream. It was a ton of fun to be able to talk with everybody and hang out with. Finally getting to meet Cody and Sal and everybody. But this weekend is going to be amazing. I cannot wait. Here's a little kind of, just to show you my list of books I'm taking to get signed. Last year I did it all in a backpack. This year I'm taking a little rolling suitcase. Because that's a crap ton of trades. That's the only bad thing about collecting trades the way I do, is they're not really easy to take and get signed unless you use something like a suitcase or, you know, or if you just want to destroy your back throughout a convention. But yeah, super excited. Really wish I could stay Friday and Saturday with the rest of the guys, but unfortunately I have to be back Saturday, so I will be leaving Friday night. But yeah, I'm about ready to head up to Chicago, meet up with the guys, and I might have some footage along the way. But I don't know if I'm going to do anything or if the next time you see me, maybe Chicago. But let's go meet up with the guys. So we made it to Chicago. It took a little bit longer than anticipated. A little bit of bad weather coming up, a lot of snow. My buddy Lance over there. So we are checked in, about ready to go meet up with the guys down at the hotel bar. Get some food. So this is like a really kind of weird hotel room. So it's like real fancy. It's like first we didn't think there was a door or anything because there's just this giant open space. But luckily there is, so not super awkward. But yeah, so we're in Chicago. I'm gonna go meet with the guys, and I'll catch you later.
Center. Were you recording that?
I'm not even talking.
It is Friday, April 6th. It is Chicago time, what, 9:25 in the morning. Meeting the rest of the guys down here in the lobby. We're about ready to go over to the con. Could not be more excited for this. This is going to be a fantastic experience. Gonna hopefully get a lot of cool stuff, get a lot of cool footage, and just spend a lot of time, some good quality time with the guys. So, buddy Lance right there, he's picking up this amazing Swamp Thing from Gavin Smith that I'll definitely show off. It looks unbelievable. But yeah, should be a great time. So once the guys get down here, we'll head on over to the show. Yeah, so got Josh, got Sal, got Billy, got Cincy filming. Hi. Got Cody, got Lance. So we're heading over. Lance, yeah. So we are heading over now, just walking over the catwalk. So nice little shot. Chicago right there. So somehow we got to get over there somewhere. So as soon as we get over the show, we'll have more footage. So see you guys in C2E2. Alright, so heading back into the convention. We lost the guys pretty much as soon as we walked in through security, so I haven't seen anybody all day other than Lance. So got all my books signed that I wanted to get signed. The only one I haven't gotten yet was Tom King because he's not signing until 2 to 4. But I'm feeling the line's going to be insane, so I honestly don't know if I'm actually going to try to get it or not. But I just called Pence. We're going to try to meet up with them, and hopefully actually I'll walk the show floor together. So I'm pretty much done Artist Alley. Got a couple commissions set up, but yeah, so far good show. Looking forward to the next 6 hours and find some good stuff. So let's see what toys they have. So this is the Image booth. Ton of freaking trades. They have this gorgeous hardcover, God Country, 35 bucks. I think I'm gonna pick that up. It looks absolutely gorgeous. Got the hardcover I Hate Fairyland. Just some amazing stuff here. So this is a historic event. Josh just bought his first ever original page.
Yeah, I did. I'm excited. Thanks, Kyle.
Yeah, not a problem.
Hold on.
I told.
Turn around. Thank you, Kyle.
So yeah, he bought this amazing X-Men Blue page. So we'll show it off, I'm sure, in his video. So check that out. I told him he was gonna get a page, and he did. It is Monday, April 9th, and the wife actually sent me out to pick up some lemons because she forgot to order them when she ordered groceries, and the dish she is making for us this evening needs 2 lemons. So I am picking those up. And also, I'm really sorry, I didn't film hardly anything at C2E2. I'm still kind of getting used to these toy hunt videos just a little bit. Really like doing them, but I forget to film things like C2E2. I was so excited for this show, and Artist Alley, I just didn't take any footage. So what little bit I did take, you guys saw. Fortunately, I know it was nothing, so I'm really sorry. Please, guys, stick with me. Keep watching my videos, and I will get better. I promise. But yeah, so I ran over to Michael's before I picked up these lemons. I'm all over the place tonight. Sorry about that. But I picked up some frames for the art that I picked up, which the next part of this video should be my actual haul from C2E2. So all these frames are for that art, which I'll show you here in a little bit. So we're going to run in this Target and see if they have any of the Lizard Marvel Legends wave. So hopefully they do, but if not, I'll at least get the lemons. So let's see what Target has. They have the carded vintage Iron Man and Punisher, some of the Thor Ragnarok wave. A Blade. Been meaning to pick him up, but I haven't yet. I got the Daredevil Electra. Got Star-Lord on clearance, $10. Let's see. I have a 2-pack for $17.48. Not a whole lot going on there. Shocker, Jackal, Black Suit Spidey. Not a whole lot going on with the Legends. Alright, so definitely struck out on that Target. None of the Lizard Wave from the Marvel Legends. The only thing I kind of was looking at was the Blade, but they've had that figure for like a month now. It's just been sitting there. So, I don't know. I kind of like to have the Blade, but he's not like really high on my list right now. But yeah, so I passed on him and picked up the lemons for our dinner. So, got to get these home to the wife. The next time I see you should be with my C2E2 haul. So really excited to show you guys what that is. So I will see you guys there. Hey, what is up, internet? Welcome to my office. I don't know if I've really, other than my comic reviews, I don't know if I've shot anything in this room before. But this is a lot easier since most of my C2E2 haul is comic related. Just a lot easier to do it up here. But sorry this took so long to put together. I think tomorrow will be 2 full weeks since C2E2. And this is the first time I've really had time to sit down and do my haul video. So yeah, really sorry. Life got really crazy with a ton of events and some work stuff came up and just, yeah, had a real life happen, not YouTube life. So yeah, so I'm finally getting ready to do my haul. And yeah, once again, really sorry for the lack of footage at C2E2. Yeah, I just had way too much fun at the show and didn't shoot hardly anything. So once again, I'm really sorry for that, but thanks for watching this video anyway. But yeah, so as far as figure-wise, I did pick up 2 figures at C2E2, well, pop vinyl figures, and those were the Saga Chase the Will, and then the Saga Skybound Image exclusive Lion Cats Glow in the Dark. The Image booth, Image had a huge booth, as you guys saw in my footage, where they actually had both of these. This one was 15 and this one was 20, directly from Image themselves, so I thought that was really kind of cool. And then actually, when I went back, they had 10, 20 of these left. These guys were completely gone. They look like they only had maybe 50 of these at the most, but I got them the second I walked into the convention. So I went to that booth specifically for these, the first thing. I was able to get both of them. Now, as far as comics, I got a ton of comics signed, but I did pick up a few kind of little individual issues and things like that from the show. First thing I picked up was from Brian Level, who, if you guys have seen any of my videos, I'm going to close my laptop here because I'm getting a big glare. But if you've seen any of my videos, I'm a huge fan of Brian Level, and anything that he does, I'm going to support. And this is actually a little mini comic. I think it's only 8 pages long, but this is something that he did specifically kind of himself. He printed the whole thing, he did everything on this. And so he has 250 of these, and he was selling them at C2E2, and I got number 8, or actually number 17. 17 of 250, if you can see that right there. This was a really cool little mini horror book. I'm not going to lie and say I fully understand it, but it's something that has stuck with me over and over. So this is something really cool. If you see Brian at a show, make sure you pick this up. It comes with a little packet here with a ton of like stickers and a bunch of like little extras. So I think it was $10. So definitely I'm gonna support Brian in anything he does. So I'm really happy I was able to get this book from him. I was actually given this as a gift from James Maddox. I saw him at Gym City Comic Con and we were just kind of talking back and forth. And he told me to find him at C2E2, and he had a gift for me, and it was a copy of his issue of Clown. Now, I actually have not gotten around to reading this yet because I haven't read a comic in forever, but I'm super excited to actually look into this. And then from the Image booth, I did pick up 2 exclusive C2E2 hardcovers that they had at the show. First one being one of my all-time favorite comic books, God Country. This is the entire volume, all done up in this gorgeous hardcover. Like I said, if you guys saw my top 10 comics of 2017, this was my #1 book. I love this book. I cannot recommend it enough. And I love that this is the entire series all wrapped up into this one just absolutely gorgeous hardcover. Now I just got to meet Donny Cates and get him to sign this. So I picked up that, and then I also picked up an exclusive for C2E2 from the Image booth, the hardcover of Kill or Be Killed Volume 1, another one of my all-time favorite books, and really happy to have this really cool hardcover, and I thought the cover was pretty cool. Yeah, I'm a sucker for hardcovers, especially if they're exclusive covers. Absolutely love them. So I also got a ton of books signed, so I'm going to go ahead and show you those real quick. Alright, and here's basically all the comics I was able to get signed. I was able to get my Regression and Harrow County signed by Colin Bunn, the writer, and Tyler Crook, the artist for Harrow County, was actually there as well. So I got both of those signed. Rock Candy Mountain I was able to get by both Kyle Starks and Chris Schweizer. They actually, this was kind of cool. They were selling this Rock Candy Mountain Volume 2. It wasn't out yet. It basically comes out the following week, and they were selling it a little bit early, so I was able to get it like kind of a couple days early. I thought that was really kind of cool. Savage Things and all my issues of Spread, I was able to get signed by Justin Jordan, and the Spread, Kyle Stram, the artist, and he was also there, so I got all those signed by both of those. My Dark Knight Returns hardcover and my Daredevil by Frank Miller and Klaus Johnson, I was able to get signed by Klaus. He was an awesome guy. He was really cool to talk with. I didn't really get to talk with a whole lot with him because his line was pretty long. But the few minutes I had with him, he just really seemed really humble and really thankful. He was really cool to talk to. Daniel Warren Johnson was able to get the Ghost Fleet and my copy of Extremity Volume 1 signed. Ryan Stegman did sign my Superior Spider-Mans. And then Ryan Brown and Charles Soule both signed my Curse Words Volume 1 and Volume 2. And I thought these were really cool. So Ether is done by Matt Kent. This is a fantastic book. I highly recommend it. But it's really cool. There's a little songbird in it. And he actually drew a little sketch of the songbird for me and then signed it. Thought that was really cool. And then Riley Rossmo, who did a lot of the arts for Batman in the Shadow, actually was awesome. And on the inside of my cover, drew the sketch of the penguin for free, and then to Kyle, thanks, C2E2 2018, and I thought that was awesome. So I got a free little sketch of the penguin there on the side of that book from Riley Rossmo. I can't thank him enough for that. So that's all the comics I got signed, and this last little bit is actually going to be my major haul, and the reason I go to conventions, and that is original art. So I'm going to show you all the art I got, and I got some absolutely amazing pieces that I went specifically for and was able to get just about everything I wanted, so this is awesome. First up, now this one's kind of a bit of a mix-up. So if you guys have watched any of the live streams on the Cincy Comics page, you guys will know I'm a huge fan of the book Curse Words. Brian Brown, the artist, was actually going to be there, so I wanted to buy an original page from the book. And so what I did is I actually contacted his art rep, got the pages I wanted, paid for them, and told him I wanted to actually pick them up at C2E2. Unfortunately, the art rep kind of messed up just a little bit and sent him... So what I originally had bought was one page, and then it actually came with 2 kind of additional pages when they were like little corrective things that weren't actually published, and this is one of those. So you can see here it's not an actual finished panel, and none of this page was actually published in the book, but it came with the page I was supposed to get. Unfortunately, he only sent this one page, so Ryan went ahead and actually gave me this, and he told me he would fix it, and the art rep would actually send it out to me. Unfortunately, the art rep and I have had a little bit of a back and forth where basically he told me he's going to send something out. He didn't send it out. A week later, I contacted him, and then he actually kind of got a little bit crappy with me. and refunded my money, and said when he gets around to it, he'll send out the page I should have gotten. So at this point, I don't know if this is all I'm gonna get. It sucks because the page I wanted, I didn't want my money back. I just wanted to get my page because that's one of my favorite pages in the book, and so I'm a little bit frustrated about that. I hope I still get it, but at this point, like I said, they refunded my money, so I don't know if I actually will or not. Really hope I do. I really wish somehow I could get Ryan Brown that money because I really don't want to feel like I'm taking that from him, because that wasn't the intention of my email. It was basically like, hey, I haven't heard from you in a week. You said you were going to ship this out a week ago. I still haven't received it. I just wanted an update. And then 24 hours passed, and I still hadn't received any update back. So I just kind of reached out to Ryan, and then all of a sudden, everything kind of went down. So I know Ryan would never watch this, but I'm really sorry. And even the art rep, that wasn't my intention to actually try to get my money back or anything like that. So yeah, so if I get the page, awesome. If not, I do at least have some original art from Curse Words, even though it may not be published. But I'm hoping that the art rep and Ryan do follow through, and I at least get that art, and maybe I can make a donation or something to Ryan's Kickstarter to try to get him that money, because like I said, that was not my intention to try to get something for free. But yeah, so this is the page. You got Wizard with Johnny 1, who wants to become Platinum. And this is just an awesome, this is from issue 1, which I think is even cooler, to actually have a page from the first issue of the book. And I'm really sorry for that kind of really long story, but it is something that happened to C2E2, and I just kind of wanted to share with everybody. So I did pick up this, even though it's not published. I do have a page from Curse Words. The next pieces of art are all actual little commissions that I picked up. If you watched any of the live stream with Josh before we actually went up, you'll hear me talking about Ryan Stegman over and over. He is one of my favorite Spider-Man artists, and probably my current favorite Spider-Man artist. He's actually doing Venom with Donny Cates, so make sure you guys check that out when that comes out. But he was there, and I was actually able to get him to do a Spider-Man commission for me. He drew this in 15 minutes, which I think is absolutely insane. Yeah, this was his 15-minute sketch. He was also doing 5-minute sketches, but I wanted something just a little bit more detailed. So I commissioned him to do the 15-minute Spider-Man, and this thing turned out amazingly. Absolutely love this. This is one of my I think Grail's overused a little bit, but this is definitely a Grail art piece for me, and I can't believe I have an original Ryan Stegman Spider-Man. The next two I picked up, they're two of my favorite artists, but I was a little bit afraid that they're so popular that I wasn't going to be able to get to them, and then when I actually did go to their booth, they actually had a couple spots still available. First one is Daniel Warren Johnson. I was able to contact him, and I was able to commission him for the Spider-Man, and this thing just turned out absolutely amazing. I know with the frame, it's probably not getting a whole lot of the detail, but I cannot believe how cool this turned out. I absolutely love this piece, and like I said, the energy and motion that he puts into his art is just stunning, and I really think that this captures that, and could not be happier with having an original piece from Daniel Warren Johnson. And the other one was, you actually saw the free sketch that he did in my Batman and Shadow book, but Riley Rossmo, another one of my favorite artists. I just love his art style. I was able to get on his list, and he did this small little Batman for me. It's actually really funny. He drew a Batman that I guess he wasn't happy with, because he said it was his first sketch of the day, and he just didn't like it. And he actually kind of drew me two. And I got to pick kind of which one I like better, and I do have to agree with him. The second one definitely was better. But this thing just looks absolutely amazing there with Batman jumping down. Just love the kind of I don't know, it's kind of like almost an evil Batman, like grin. I just really like how this turned out, and Riley's art is amazing, and he's just an amazingly cool guy. So yeah, super happy to get that. And then the last thing I picked up, I'm actually going to have to move the camera because I already have it framed and on the wall. So what I actually did was an artist that I commissioned a lot of work from, Gavin Smith. We've talked about doing a 7 to Eternity piece because we're both huge fans of the book. And so this is basically a cover to the book. So you get all the characters there on the front. You have 7 to Eternity and what volume it is. Those type of things all throughout here. So we had talked about doing kind of his own version of a cover for 7 to Eternity, and he absolutely nailed it. So I'm going to show it to you right now. All right, so as you can see here, this is what Gavin came up with, and just look at this piece. I mean, just all the detail and throughout the characters and the way he has them all laid out. I mean, I don't think he could have nailed the concept of a 7 to Eternity cover any better. I'm still absolutely floored at this amazing piece. Absolutely love it. I can't thank Gavin enough. So yeah, that is going to do it for my C2E2 haul. Yeah, fantastic show. I was able to get just about everything that I wanted signed. Other than, you know, the issue with the art rep, I was able to get a ton of art. And hopefully I do get the curse words pages I bought, or that they refunded, or that I originally intended to buy. But I don't know if I'm actually going to get those or not. But if not, at least I do have this one page. Unpublished or not, it's still really cool to have original curse words art. I'll be framing this very, very shortly. But yeah, fantastic show. Wish I could have hung out with the guys just a little bit more. But like I said, as soon as we hit security, we got separated. They went to the vendors. I went to Artist Alley. And we were able to meet up just a little bit there at the end, later in the day. But it's just a hard show to keep kind of a group together with so much everybody wanted to go and do. But it was awesome hanging out with the guys. Hopefully we get to do some more collaborations a lot more here. But yeah, I think that is going to do it for me and my haul portion of this. I want to thank you guys so much for checking out these videos. Once again, I'm really sorry I didn't have a whole lot of footage, but I appreciate you guys sticking with this video anyway, and I promise my next ones will be a lot better. So that is going to be it for me. I want to thank you guys so much for checking out these videos, and I will catch you guys later. See ya.